Yeah, I think recruiting-wise, in terms of when us as a staff go out and recruit, I think we base our recruiting based on who could help us compete in this conference, in the Sun Conference, and I think the conference itself is very difficult. So I think overall we have to look at kids that can step in right away, especially us being a new program, step in right away and compete at that level. And I think we've done a good job so far, and that's really what we look for out of a player. I think overall these two, my first class last year, my first recruiting class last year, and this class, I think are very similar. I think overall, I think this class is just numbers. I think we have more numbers. Last year we brought in 8. This year we're bringing in 11. 3 goalkeepers though, or 3 goalkeepers. So really more depth. I think that was the goal in the recruiting process as well, was getting deeper, making sure that positions were filled and we had other options, and it was the same as last year in terms of every player that we're bringing in is versatile. The versatility in terms of playing an outside position, playing a forward, playing an outside back. So we could really do a lot of good things with a lot of the players that we're bringing in. So we're really excited with the options and what we can do, shuffling things around. But we could always have an idea until we get here for preseason. We're extremely excited about this incoming class, the 2012 class. It gives us a lot of options moving forward in terms of the next 4 years, not even just year one. It gives us a lot of options in terms of when we're looking at 2013s. We're gonna have our first 2013 recruit on campus this coming Monday, March 12th. So it really allows us to move forward in that direction. So overall, good class, good solid class. We're excited. The first person that I'd like to talk about today was a goalkeeper that we've targeted from day one. We had her on campus as a junior, and we've had a lot of dealings with her and her family, and it's been a great relationship / recruiting process through the whole time. And it's Kaylin Rizzo. She's a freshman. She's an incoming freshman out of Fort Myers, out of Bishop Verot Catholic. She's quick off her line. Her communication is where we need it to be in terms of being able to step in right away and play right away as a freshman. And she commands her box, good off of services. Everything we look for in a starting goalkeeper. Next up with Alexandra Goldberg, a player out of Coral Springs, Florida, out of Talavera High School. I've seen her play outside mid, forward, but we see her as an outside back, playing next to center back Samantha Keneally. Physical player, smart defensively, good physical, good size. So we're excited about what she can do as well. The next up would be Deanna Garbarino, who is a player out of Long Island, New York. She's a forward, a lot of pace, a lot of quickness, but I think most importantly for us, she's a brain when it comes to tactical adjustments and different formations and different ideas. So I think for us, if we need to switch a formation in the middle of a game or prepare a different way for a different team, I think she allows us to do a lot of creative little things. So I'm really excited about that, and obviously technically a solid player. So we're excited about her coming out of New York. The next two, first up being Melissa Sanchez out of Orlando, Florida. She's a defender. She plays for FSA Freedom, a club team out of Orlando from East River High School. She's another one just like Kaylin that we've targeted early in recruiting. Really a good relationship through the process. She's a physical player, and it's kind of the overall line theme of our recruiting classes is a physical bunch, a group that's not afraid to mix it up and challenge balls. She's tactically, her awareness is right there. She's a possession-first defender, so she's always going to look to keep possession, not just clear it out of our zone. So we're excited to bring that option to us, and I think Melissa's going to do a lot of good for us from day one, playing right in front of Samantha Keneally. So we're very excited about her. Now, the next player as well is Michelle Mejia. It's actually Melissa's club teammate out of University High School in Orlando. She's a player that we've been sold on from day one. A creative player, good vision. Can spray the ball around wherever she feels like she'll make a defensive line think she's going one way, go the opposite way. So I think she'll be a good surprise for a lot of our players, because just making good runs and being rewarded with those good runs, because Michelle will be able to find them. So we're excited about her. Another player out of Gainesville, Florida would be Sarah Waters, out of PK Young. she's a player that we got to see at Orange Classic come December. She athletic, good technically. She's awareness. We see her as an outside mid or eventually an outside back, depending on what we work on in preseason. But again, one of those players that kind of fits the mold of just being smart on the field and understands. She's mature enough to understand that the game is 90 minutes and that you do need to break it down and fight for each minute in the 90. So we're excited about bringing a player like that on board and being able to be creative with her positionally. Jamie Smith out of Fort Myers. She's actually club teammates with Kaylin Rizzo, the goalkeeper, the first player we discussed. She's a left back or a left mid. She physically she can really do well in our conference. I think she challenges every ball. She understands tactically of being away from ball what she needs to do positionally, which is very important for us. A lot of our goals last year were bad goals in terms of the run of play, ball being far side, and just us falling asleep defensively on far post or things like that. So I think Jamie is a player that automatically comes in and fixes that a little bit in terms of she's never ball watching. She's always moving. She's always active. We're bringing in a forward, Kylie Papalatic from Plantation, Florida, actually from American Heritage High School, Plantation Eagles. She's coming off of an injury, but once we get her 100%, she's a forward she's gonna bring a lot of dynamic movements to our front line. She's always moving. She's always checking to the ball. Even when she's not getting the ball directly, she's opening up space behind her. Great power, good shot. So we're looking forward to adding that aspect to our attack and kind of a good tandem of forwards coming up as well. Second to last is an outside mid from Cypress Bay High School in Weston, Florida. It's Taylor Riggin, another player. Again, the reason this class I feel is so deep and so good is because we got a real good head start with a lot of these players, and Taylor is no different. I got to see her play against Nova High School earlier in her high school season, and we really got to get her on campus right away. And she's a player that's going to allow us to keep width, allow us to be she's going to allow us to go forward quite a bit with quality services. She's going to add that dynamic as well, just like Kylie up top. So we're looking forward to her what she can do when she gets here. Lastly is a goalkeeper out of Northwood, Ohio. It's Megan Hess. Good size, good communication. Just like Kaylin can control a back line, which is huge for us in this conference. And it's something that moving forward we've got to get 11 players that can shift and move and attack and defend as a team. And I think it starts with the goalkeeper. And I think Megan and Kaylin are goalkeepers that can do that. So Megan's quick off her line, communicates, and she can do the job. So I'm excited to see what those two can bring to the table come preseason, and how well we can mesh come preseason as well. I'd just like to thank you all for joining us for the first edition of Women's Soccer Weekly. We plan on doing this, or we will be doing this every Thursday afternoon and emailing it out to all of you that were a part of the newsletter in the fall. So if you know of anybody, family, close friends that would like to be a part of this weekly show, it's going to keep you up to date with everything we do in the spring, take you inside of training, take you into player profiles. We're gonna do a lot of things with our captains as well and incoming players. Next week's episode will be based around our 2012 schedule, which just got released yesterday, Wednesday. So we look forward to releasing the full schedule next Thursday to you guys first, and it kicks off on August 20th. Monday, August 20th against Palm Beach Atlantic University. So we look forward to kind of tracking through the season and giving you guys a good look at what we're looking for next year. So look forward to seeing you.